In this particular lecture, I want to talk to us about the holiday times. What do you do during the holidays? And I want to share with you my own experiences and what we do during the holidays. Friends come round. It tends to be time for activities, lots of things that children want to do. They don't want to sit at home, and you want to work. So how do you get around that? Are you still able to work during the holiday period? So I want to share with you about 5 or 6 strategies that I've used that has really worked for us, my wife and I. So if you have an adult, help from an adult is always a good thing to do. If you have an adult or you can afford to have a babysitter, then that's a real blessing. But if you're sharing the house with an adult, then you might just inform them of times that you want to work for them to look after the children, or if you have a helper or an older child who's going to look after the younger ones, might be a good thing to do. If you tell them, you look after them now and then you can go out later and then you use that time to do your work. So that's one strategy that has worked very well. Getting help from an adult. The second thing I want to share with you is to wake up early. That waking up early has to be a way that enables you to do more work and to do it very well, to do some high concentrated work and to do it really well. You got to wake up earlier. You got to wake up before the children wake up. Okay, this relates particularly to those who have children. You got to wake up before the children wake up so that you can get your work done. Otherwise, once they wake up, it gets a little bit harder to do the work that you may need to do. The third strategy I want to share with you is low concentration work. I said low concentration work because there's certain kind of work that when you're doing it, you don't need to be fully concentrated as though if you were recording. I'm recording this now. I need peace. I need everywhere to be quiet. And I don't want no noise. Otherwise, the microphone picks up the noise and then it affects the quality of the sound. And I need to kind of get my head around what I'm going to say. So this is a high concentrated type of work that I'm doing right now. But when I'm at home, children are playing up and down. They're coming to report themselves. Oh, that one slapped me. That one didn't give me my toy. And that one took whatever. Then I can do low concentrated work or low concentration work, like reading a book. Maybe I have some articles I want to read. That's when I'm going to read it, when they're awake. Maybe I want to do some research online. I'll do that then. Because it doesn't require me to be totally concentrated on one single activity. So I can kind of multitask when children are around. So I pick the kind of work that I'm going to do when they're around. Read my emails. Those are low concentration kind of work that I can do when children are buzzing around and playing around. So you might want to try that and see how it works for you. The fourth thing I want to share with you, the fourth strategy I want to share with you is you have fun with the children first. You take them out first, have fun with them, and then let them know that once you get home, things change, that you got some work to do. They're pretty receptive to that, and most of the time, as much as possible, they'll try to abide by it. That's not guaranteed that they're going to abide by it, but they'll try and abide by it. So you get some time off to do your work here and there. The fifth strategy to share with you that we use, and this works really well, is to swap with a friend. So we've got friends who have similar children or children of similar ages. So we tell them that, okay, you look after them for this week. We'll take all the children the following week. We'll take yours and ours. We'll look after them together. So you look after our child or our children this particular week. Next week, we'll look after their children. So we swap like that. So in the period which you don't have the children, you do all your high concentrated work. You do as much work as possible, and you rest as much as possible as well for the following week when children come back to you. Or you might do this a few days here and there. That works beautifully for us, and it's actually what I'll suggest that you try. Particularly, we are part of a church, so we have a lot of people in the church who have similar children, so we can pretty much swap around. In fact, there was a time that we had all the children come to our house, and our children would go to another person's house, and so they have fun, and we have time off. Hey, it works. It's a blessing. The other thing that I found to work really well is to do some high energy exercises in the early evening. That kind of knocks them out for the night. Activities like cycling, playing football, running, those kind of activities get them all really excited, and zaps their energy as well. Once they give out energy, it zaps some energy, and they feel really drained by the time they hit the bed. So once they hit the bed, they're going to sleep beautifully. Okay, so try and do these exercises either twice a day, or if it's only going to be once a day, you do it early evening. I found that to really work. Early evening exercises, high energy exercises that really just takes a lot out of the children. That works very well. And finally, put them to bed early or put them to bed late. Okay, if you put them to bed early, then you can do some work in the evening. If you put them to bed late, it means they're going to wake up late. So you can do much more. You can have more time to work in the morning. So that's a strategy. Put them to bed early or put them to bed late. Let me know how you get on with this. This has really worked for us. And I also really pray that it works for you as well. So, so come back to me and let me know how this holiday bliss works.